So, in full transparency, my marriage has been strained the last 2 weeks because I am stretched a little thin. I need to figure out a little bit better routine for myself with work. There's a lot of stuff going on with Rise and building it, and I've not been balancing well, and I've been kind of grumpy. So we're repaired, and I'm refocused, but I'm not a perfect man. I still struggle. I still snap sometimes. I know how to repair, and there's a period of time where things are magical for a long period of time. But, it's nice to have the confidence of sometimes things go up, sometimes things go a little down, and we can repair it and reconnect. So I'm excited tonight. Me and my wife are going to go out. We haven't had just a night out for a long while without the littlest one, which he's typically fine, but it's nice to just have the two of us so we can focus on talking and connecting and things. So I thought I'd just do a little meditation for each of you, for myself as well. I'm going to actually speak what I want to hear, and then I'm going to go back and listen to it myself. So everyone close their eyes. I want you to think of someone or something that represents nurturing. Or maybe just bring to your mind this concept of what it is to be nurtured. Notice that being nurtured means that someone else is there for you when you're not at your best. It's kind of that concept of taking off your armor and showing that you've got some wounds and letting someone else tend to those instead of just trying to power through it. Notice that us men carry wounds, emotional, spiritual, physical, mental, relational, sexual wounds. And sometimes we've just learned to just sit with those wounds. I'd like you to invite this concept of nurturing it in. Maybe it's your wife, maybe it's the idea of a spiritual figure, a friend. But I'd like you to notice the qualities of nurturing in this person. And if it isn't your wife, I'd like you to get a little bit of curiosity of why isn't it my wife whom I want to nurture me? To let in and see my wounds and allow her to be there for them and comfort them. Why don't I want her to see my wounds? I want you to now bring to mind your wife, and I want you to notice that she has wounds, many of which came before you, and you're aware that you have created or deepened many. And what I'd like you to do is notice. Are you the person she comes to for nurturing? Maybe she tries and you get triggered or defensive, or it's a bother to you. Maybe you feel helpless or unsure of what to do. I want you to notice that if nurturing is not a part of your relationship, her to you or you to her, then you are both missing out on something important. Let her in to your woundedness so she can be a source of comfort and healing. And also notice what it will take for you to be the person she seeks nurturing from. Or notice that she has been seeking that comfort and care from you for a long while, and you've been unavailable or too busy or too focused on yourself. And I'd like you to make a commitment that sometime in the next 24 hours, you will express a desire to be there as a source of comfort and care for the different types of wounds she carries. Notice that this is part of being an elite man, an elite husband, an elite father, is having the confidence that if someone you love is hurting, you can be there for them. You can see her, not just the woman she is today, but you can see that young little girl that lives inside, that's scared, that wants connection with you, but hasn't been able to get it. My commitment, you can open your eyes, my commitment is to captivate my wife's heart again tonight. It has not been terrible, but it's not been as good as it could be the last few weeks. My commitment to each of you is to captivate her heart. I'm going to help her smile. I'm going to help her laugh. It's going to be lighthearted. We're going to have some fun. I invite you to do the same. I love you, brothers. I love you.